Picture yourself. You are 65 years old. You have worked for over 40 years, sweated, paid your taxes, provided for your family, and completed everything society told you to do. And now the time to retire has finally come. You are sitting across from a financial advisor. The man looks at you, then looks at the screen. You recognize that look, both pained and uncomfortable, full of helplessness. There is a single number on the screen, 88,400. That's it. This is what 40 years of work amounts to. This is all the money you have to finance 30 years of retirement. You will receive $1,900 per month from Social Security and withdraw $295 per month from savings, a total of $2,200 in hand. And at that moment, these questions begin to flood your mind. Can I afford to stay in my home? Should I move in with my children? What will happen when my money runs out? My friends, this is not a hidden scenario. This is the reality that the average retiree in America lives today. I will tell you this truth honestly and sincerely, with clear data you will never see in financial advertisements, because countless people have been seen getting lost on this path. And I learned this. Seeing the truth early is the only way to change it. The Federal Reserve surveys the financial situation of all American households every 3 years, and the most current data says this. The median retirement savings of households between ages 55 and 64 is below $134,000. Among households between ages 65 and 74, those who are actually retired, this figure drops to $88,400. This is the median, meaning the situation of the person right in the middle. The average figure appears higher because a small number of very wealthy households pull that number upward. The truth is that the bottom 50% have almost no savings, zero. These people are counting on Social Security, family support, or continuing to work in old age. And let me add this. These figures represent a generation that managed to secure far more advantages than ours. In that era, employers guaranteed lifetime pension payments. The ratio of housing prices to income was at an accessible level. It was possible to work at the same company for decades. Student debt was not like it is today. All of these advantages have either been exhausted or completely disappeared for our generation. Pensions were replaced by 401k plans, and all the risk was placed on the workers' shoulders. Housing prices shot up far beyond incomes. Job security melted away. Health costs exploded. The generation retiring today with $88,400 fought through serious hardships. Those coming after them face headwinds in the exact opposite direction. Without major structural changes, this crisis will not improve. It will deepen further. Now let's look at exactly where the money goes wrong, because the collectively seen problem also shows the solution. First mistake, never starting at all. The most powerful weapon in this game is time. Someone who invests $300 per month at age 25 will retire wealthier than someone who invests $600 per month starting at age 45. This is how compound interest works. Someone who saves just $200 per month from age 22 to 30 and then stops entirely will retire with more money than someone who saves continuously from age 40 to 65. 8 years of early investing beats 25 years of late investing. Until you grasp how compound interest rewards early investment, the numbers will keep surprising you. Second mistake, slowing down or completely stopping savings in your 30s and 40s. A child is born, a house is bought, lifestyle expands, and as expenses grow, the retirement contribution is temporarily suspended. But this temporariness systematically stretches out. By the time you restart, years of growth opportunity have been sacrificed. Third mistake, cashing out the retirement account when changing jobs. You withdraw $15,000 at age 28. After taxes and early withdrawal penalties, $10,000 ends up in your hands. But your real loss is this, the growth potential of that money over 37 years. At an 8% return, that means a figure above $250,000 at retirement. 40% of workers make this mistake when changing jobs. Hundreds of billions of dollars evaporate this way. Fourth mistake, the illusion of I will act in the future. To retire at 65 with $500,000, if you start at age 25, $285 per month is enough. But if you want to reach the same goal starting at age 45, you now need $1,200 per month. Most people cannot quadruple their savings in their 40s. Expenses are fixed, lifestyle has crystallized. The cost of waiting with the thought I'll catch up inevitably reveals itself. Fifth mistake, investing in the wrong place. When you keep your money in money market funds offering 2 or 3% returns, even if you save the same amount as those growing it at 8%, the gap between you is enormous. Someone who grows $400 per month at 3% for 35 years sees approximately $295,000. The same money at 8% becomes approximately $870,000. The difference is $575,000. The same contribution, nearly 3 times different retirement. Just where you invest matters this much. Now, I will tell you a real story. Her name is Margaret. She retired at 66 with $92,000 and receives $1,847 per month in Social Security. She lost her husband and lives alone. Every month she pays $875 rent, $285 health insurance, $180 groceries, $210 utilities and phone, $125 car payment, $95 insurance and gas, $187 medication, $190 other expenses. Total $2,147. That means zero spending money, zero flexibility. Every penny that comes in is spent before it arrives. Last winter, her car needed $1,100 in repairs. To cover it, she stopped taking her medication for a month. When the refrigerator broke down, she charged it to her credit card. She could not give a meaningful gift at her grandchild's high school graduation. Margaret is not officially counted as poor, but every day she weighs which need to meet and which to give up. And here is the most painful part. If she had saved just $200 more per month for 30 years, today she would have $350,000 instead of $92,000. That additional $258,000 would have more than doubled her monthly income. But no one had explained the math to her in time. The future seemed far away, the present was urgent, and the saving never happened. I am telling you that math right now. Imagine 2 people earning the same salary at the same job, $55,000 per year. One saves 5% of their income, the other saves 10%. After 35 years, the one who saved 5% has approximately $470,000. The one who saved 10% has reached approximately $1,080,000. The difference between them is $610,000. And the distance between these 2 points is just $15 per day, the cost of a modest lunch. This is the real cost between a comfortable retirement and an insecure one. Now I will tell you the differences that separate comfortable retirees from those with $88,400. First difference, automation. Comfortable retirees sent the money before they ever saw it. It was automatically transferred to the retirement account the moment the paycheck arrived. They shaped their spending around what was left. Those who retired with $88,400 planned to make manual transfers every month. They had intentions, but savings don't happen through decisions made repeatedly on the fly. Second difference, contribution rate. Comfortable retirees consistently saved between 5 and 20% of their income throughout their careers. Average retirees saved 5% or less. This difference looks small in a single year. Over 30 years, it is the chasm between $200,000 and $600,000. Third difference, investment strategy. Comfortable retirees did not panic when markets fell, kept their unfavorable feelings under control, diversified, and allowed things to work out over the long term. Average retirees sold when the market fell, kept everything in cash, or piled into a single stock. The allocation of investment matters as much as the amount invested. Fourth difference, debt management. Comfortable retirees entered retirement either debt-free or only with mortgage debt. Average retirees entered with car payments, credit card balances, and home equity loans. These debt payments erode the fixed income that should be covering living expenses. Fifth difference, health planning. Comfortable retirees, knowing that health care is the largest retirement expense, transferred money to health savings accounts throughout their working years and researched Medicare options in detail. A couple retiring today faces approximately $315,000 in lifetime health care expenses. For someone with total savings of $88,400, healthcare alone can exhaust the entire balance in a short time. So what will you do now? If you are in your 20s or early 30s, the most valuable thing you have is time. Start immediately. Set up automatic contributions. Let the money go before you see it. Use your employer's matching contribution in full. This is free money. Do not leave it on the table. Increase your contribution rate by 1 point each year until you reach 10%. Invest in low-cost index funds. No matter how attractive it seems, avoid early withdrawals. If you're in your late 30s or 40s and have fallen behind on your plan, aggressively increase your savings amount and cut unnecessary expenses. When you reach age 50, take full advantage of the catch-up contribution option. If possible, postpone retirement by a few more years. Each additional year of work both increases income and shortens the period that retirement must be financed. If you are in your 50s and have little saved, I need to be honest, it is recommended that you save 20% of your income. Consider moving to a smaller home. Delay Social Security as long as possible. Between full retirement age and 70, you gain 8% benefit for every year you wait. And let me add this, someone who starts from zero at age 50 and invests $500 per month at 7% return will see $127,000 by the time they reach 65. That is 40% more than doing nothing. Starting late is always better than never starting at all. My friends, not everyone arrives at $88,400 by making bad decisions. People get there with delayed decisions and constantly postponed intentions. The sentence, "I will start next year," keeps repeating, and one day you're sitting across from a financial advisor staring at that number. I have seen countless people get lost on this path over the course of decades, and I can say this with certainty. What builds great wealth is not extraordinary intelligence, but extraordinary consistency. The top quarter of retirement savings is above $500,000. The top 1% exceeds $1 million. Did these people earn far more? No. Did they behave differently over the course of decades? Yes. The difference between $88,400 and $500,000 is not created by income. It is created by habits, consistency, and continuity. All three of these are within reach of everyone reading this. Buying morning coffee out instead of making it at home, trading in a car for a newer model instead of maintaining it, freezing savings contributions instead of increasing them, leaving investments in cash instead of allocating them correctly. When these choices are repeated thousands of times, the gap between $88,400 and $500,000 forms. The average retiree did not choose to have this number. They chose the behavioral patterns that produced the number. Each one seemed reasonable at the time, but the cumulative result was not. Understanding this dynamic is the first step to changing it. Someone who reads this at 25 and takes action today can retire with 5 times more money than the average retiree. Someone who reads it at 40 and continues can do so with 2 or 3 times more. Even at 55, meaningful improvement is possible. The only true failure is receiving this information and choosing not to act. $88,400 is the cost of procrastination. It does not have to represent your future. The choices you make today will determine which statistic you become.